Okay, so the first task on the database one, the database task. So it says you are going to prepare some reports using related tables in a database. Make sure all dates are displayed as you can see here, and times are displayed as you can see here. So as I always say, remember to read the blurb. Import the file J218 student CSV into a suitable database package. And remember to follow the table here because it gives you the information that you need. So let's get started, as my aim is to make these videos as short and concise as possible. So I've saved a folder on my desktop with all the documents. So always remember to put everything in the same folder. So I've saved it in Year 10 database. Now for you, make sure everything is saved to your P drive so you can actually use it. Otherwise, next time when you come back to class, it won't be working because it will all be saved to my document. So I've got all the files here, right here in the desktop. Right, so let's get started. So we go to import. So I'll go to, and I'm going to extend this so we can actually see everything properly. So get external data, and make sure please that none of the files are open, otherwise it won't import it. So here's the J18 students data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens. So remember, you always open this up and take a look, as I always tell you to do. Okay, so I'm going to minimize it. Now, when I go to text file, browse, and I go to the root folder that I want. So as I said, I've put mine on my desktop. You're not, you're putting it in your P drive. And I get the file, J218 students, save. Now, when I import this, it doesn't work, okay? So, it's asked me if I want to replace the existing file. Oops, you know what I've done there? I've gone on to export data. Whoops, oh well, that's worked out fine for me. I don't want export, I want import. Sorry, from file, because you can see there's difference. Export means to get the file and take it out. Import means to bring it in, and I want to bring it in. So I'm going to go to text file, and I'm going to go to desktop, as I said before, and Year 10 database, 218 students, press OK, and it says it's already opened. So that means I check down at the bottom. You can see it's open and I close it. So let's do that again. Whoops, I've accidentally closed access. Never mind, just open it back up. I didn't do anything anyway to it. So here we go. External data. Make sure you go to import, as I didn't do. And go to text file. I'm going to go to my desktop again. So you've seen this now several times, so you should know what you're doing. There we go. 218 student data, and press OK, and then I start the process. So I just go to next on this. Now it says first row contains field names. As you can see, that does. So first row contains field names. Next. And here I'm going to go to advanced, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my data types, because if we don't, it could import with errors, and when it imports with errors, that is the wrong thing. So here we go. Oops, no, this is the wrong file. Let's go to the right file. Here we are. Right, so first name's text, family name's text, student ID is text. So these are all text, that's good. So then I'm going to go to birth date. So it's got to be date. Faculties, text. telephone is text, and Boolean logical for full-time, yes or no. Now, the reason why a telephone number is text is because a lot of telephone numbers tend to start with 0. If you put it as a numerical, then what happens is it will cut off the 0. And also, we never do any mathematical calculations with telephone numbers. So we never add them, we never multiply them, we never divide them. So here we go. So telephone number is not long integer, it's going to be text. Okay. Full time, we want that to be yes or no. Faculties text, so birth date with date or time. So date with time, we can keep that as it is for now. So now I'm just going to import that, and I'm going to go to next. Now, do I need a primary key? I'm already thinking the student ID is going to be the primary key, but I'm going to check my documents. Set the student field, ID field, as primary key and save the data. So, yes, I want to choose my own primary key and I want it to be student ID. So I'm going to go to next. And this is imported now. I'm going to go to finish. Now, if there is a file here that says errors, you've done it wrong. And there isn't, so we're doing fine. So I'm going to close this one. And I'm going to open up my student table here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to home. And I'm going to go to design view. And you see where it says full-time -1 and 0 here? That means nothing to us, absolutely nothing. And I'm going to check my birth date here as well. So birth date, they want it to be day, and they want, you can see, they want 3 characters for the month and 2 for the year. And here's an example. All right, ours doesn't look like that. So we need to change that. Because if you don't, you're going to lose marks. Apologise for the noise in here, I'm in a cafe. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my date and time here. Okay, so I'm going to go down here to format. And this is the one they want, the medium date. And then, for my full time, for the Boolean, I'm going to select the yes or no. And that is task 1 complete.